Johnny! Oh, Johnny! It's awfully cold out today. Where has he run off to?
Oh, he bundled up and took his gaming system over to Mikey's. Apparently they have Cascom internet, and it is apparently a lot more reliable than our internet.
Well, I am calling Cascom right now and signing up for high-speed internet. With all these new devices we got for the holidays, Johnny needs to be here at home, streaming in his own room.
I agree, dear, I agree. I've been telling you that for months.
Make sure you have the reliable internet speed you need at home. Call Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
choosing Google Classroom for learning management? Well, let me introduce you to its perfect companion, ClassTech.
And a good afternoon to you. Welcome to junior high baseball action on Central Illinois Sports live this afternoon from Rushville, Illinois, where the Rushville Industry Rockets in the middle school level, Schuyler Industry Middle School as they go by, are taking on the Pikeland Community School PCS Braves. Good afternoon to you. I'm Charlie Hull. Jack is on hiatus for the day, and we wish him well as he's recovering from a little bit of surgery today. But we've got junior high baseball action for you on a warm afternoon from Rushville. The grass infield looking good here for Coach Tyler Crum and his staff, really doing a nice job getting this facility prepared for action this fall. And these two teams matching up for the second time on the season due to a reschedule in the Braves' original schedule. We'll talk about that in a moment. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports, and Great Rivers Bank loan officer Damon Emmerich invites you to call him now as interest rates are lower than they've been in some time. Drop some years off your term as the rates drop, or take cash out for equity. Contact Damon Emmerich, loan officer at Great Rivers Bank to learn more. 285-4404 or visit greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. We'll set the stage for this contest as the PCS Braves and the Rushville Industry Rockets go head-to-head in junior high baseball action on Central Illinois Sports after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The Braves and the Rockets in junior high baseball action today on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you found us this afternoon. The last time these two teams met up, well, Rushville Industry jumped out to a big lead. 7 runs in the first, led 9-0 at one time before the Braves fought all the way back and won the contest by a score of 13-9. That game fresh in the minds of both of these youngsters, as it was just a week ago. The Braves were originally scheduled to play Bluffs this Friday, but due to a cancellation of school in the Winchester School District, which co-ops with Bluffs on the junior high level, that game was postponed, so the Braves were luckily able to find a game with Rushville Industry to keep their schedule full this week. Of course, we've told you the IESA has limited action per player to 2 games per week. And so what the Braves have done is got a little bit of a split squad, so they're playing about 4 games a week as a program, but each player getting 2 games a week in. The only exception to that would be is if you play a doubleheader, like the Braves will do this Saturday when they play host to Quincy Junior High. Let's take a look at the lineups for both of these squads, brought to you by Illini Express, here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointments necessary. Learn more about their services that are being offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. For the PCS Braves is a program 2-2, as both of these split squads went 1-1 a week ago. They'll lead off with Luke Sachs. He'll lead off and play shortstop. Batting second is the center fielder, Lane Foster. Bobby Harris finds himself in the starting lineup today, batting third and catching for the Braves. Batting in the cleanup spot, the right fielder, Keaton Hittner. In the number 5 spot will be today's pitcher, the left-hander, Clayton Reinhardt. Draven Peterbow will bat in the 6th spot and play third base. Owen Shaw finds himself at first base this afternoon, batting 7th. Noah Alger will bat 8th as the designated hitter. He bats for the second baseman, Tim Hull. And batting 9th and playing left field is Luke Archer, the left-handed batter and thrower. For the squad from Rushville Industry, Tyler Crum's group will lead off with Jordan McGinnis. He will bat first and play center field. Batting second and playing shortstop today is Macon Kessler. Kessler was the starting pitcher the last time these two teams met up. Batting third is the third baseman, Bennett Freitag. Reed Freitag bats cleanup and plays first base. Hunter Gossage will bat 5th and play left field. The catcher today will be Bradley Hollingsworth. He finds himself batting 6th. Batting 7th, and the designated hitter is Jason Klitz. Klitz will bat for the right fielder, Wyatt Fuquay. Batting in the number 8 spot is Josh Little. He'll play second base, and batting ninth and pitching is Jagger Bartlett for the Schuyler Industry Middle School Rockets. Our starting lineups today also brought to you by Geared Up Custom Apparel and Awards. Does your business or organization need customized apparel? From t-shirts and sweatshirts to polos and jackets, Geared Up has the gear you need. Visit WeGearYouUp.com or call 217-473-6290 to learn more. We'll pause for a break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as the Braves are finishing up their warm-ups. Rushville Industry has already taken their infield practice, so we're just a moment away from the first pitch for junior high baseball action on Central Illinois Sports.
You can plan for most things in your life, but being sick isn't one of them. That's why Illini Express has expanded hours, so your family can get the care you require. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Illini Express can see patients 18 months and older, no appointment necessary. When you can't wait to feel better, Illini Express is here for you. Located on the square in Pittsfield. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
CASCOM offers fiber optic services to your business needs with a local 24/7 support. Whether you are a small or large-sized business, CASCOM has the correct level of broadband and services you need to help grow and be successful. There will be no time for downtime when you are trying to be reliable for your business. Upgrade business needs today and call CASCOM at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. GreatRiversBank.bank. That's a place you need to check out. You can find out about current interest rates. You can apply for a loan. You can do your online banking, all at GreatRiversBank.bank. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, and Liberty. They're here to serve all of your banking needs. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, it's much warmer than it was a week ago when these two teams met up. The humidity has returned, and the heat index around 100 degrees this afternoon, just shy of that as we get ready for game action here at Rushville Industry. And the fans are around the outfield here at Rushville, and not many folks up close to the backstop where we are, high above the field in the press box with a bird's eye view for the contest this afternoon. The Braves will be in the red uniforms with the white pants, and the Rockets are in the purple uniforms, gray numbers and lettering, and gray trim. Other games for you this week we tentatively have set. Baseball action tomorrow for you from Willard Field in Pittsfield as the Pittsfield Braves, the PCS Braves, will take on Liberty. Then Thursday we'll have a contest. It'll be softball action as Western and Pittsfield will play in Barry at 4:30. On Friday, we'll bring you junior high softball action as well from Meridosha, a 4:30 start time there as the Lady Braves travel to Meridosha, and then a doubleheader this Saturday at 10 o'clock as Pittsfield plays host to Quincy Junior High. So lots of action coming up for you this week on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you found us today. And we invite you, as always, to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, give us a follow on Twitter as well. And we'll be glad to keep you up to date with all that's going on throughout the area on Central Illinois Sports. And, of course, it's only made possible by the support of our great sponsors. And we invite you not only to thank them, but spend your money with those folks who have helped make sure you can see the games, even with some of the restrictions that are in place this season due to COVID-19. The coaches and umpires are meeting out in front of home plate as we get ready for junior high baseball action between the PCS Pikeland Braves and the Rushville Industry Rockets. The last time these two teams met, as we told you, Rushville Industry jumped out to a big lead, and then Macon Kessler pitched very, very well, struck out the Braves 11 times in his 4 innings of work, but ran out of pitches, and the relief pitching for the Rockets did not hold the lead, and the Braves came back to win that contest by a score of 13-9. So if you're Rushville Industry, you're looking to finish the game as well as they started the other day, and if you're the Braves, you're looking to start the game as well as you finished it. So both teams in junior high baseball, it's an early season, it's a short season as well, so not a lot of time to work on some of those imperfections in between. You just kind of have to get it and go. Now, games are a little more spread out at this point in time due to the restrictions in the schedule. So you get a few more practice sessions in, and I'm not so sure that part of it is a bad thing, to be honest. Give you a chance to maybe get some swings in as coaches to make adjustments with your players. Give maybe a youngster who's not found himself in the lineup yet a chance to fight for a spot in a practice situation that he might not have had the opportunity to do had there been as many games. For PCS, for example, they usually would play around 18 or 19 regular season games in a stretch of around 31 calendar days, including the weekends. So not a lot of time to fight for a spot there if you're not doing it in live game action. So a little more spread out this year due to those restrictions. Jared Hines, the head coach for the Braves. Darren Craven will coach at first base and handle the pitchers today. Tyler Crum is the head coach for Rushville Industry. Of course, Jared Hines, a Rushville graduate. Well, we assume he graduated anyway. He went to school in Rushville. That's what we'll say for sure. And hopefully they checked all those credentials and the diploma was signed. A final break here. We will have the first pitch as Rushville Industry and Pittsfield are head-to-head in junior high baseball action today on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Around the horn in the top of the first inning for this Rushville Industry squad. Reed Freetag is at first. Josh Little at second base. Bennett Freetag plays third. And the shortstop is Macon Kessler. In the left field spot, Hunter Gossage. The center fielder, Jordan McGinnis. The right fielder is Wyatt Fuquay. On the mound is Jagger Bartlett, and doing the catching duties will be Bradley Hollingsworth for this Schuyler Industry Middle School Rocket squad. First three batters for Pikeland Community School PCS will be Sachs, Foster, and Bobby Harris. Our first pitch brought to you by the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday. That's tomorrow on a newsstand near you. The sun's shining overhead. The wind is blowing toward left field here today at Rushville Industry, a grass infield that was put in not too many years ago now, as they added the grass to the diamond, and really looks sharp here on this warm Tuesday afternoon. You can see in the distance the football field, a long tradition here of excellence in football for Rushville Industry, and just well, that would be to the north where we're sitting. Out of the camera angle is the track stadium. One of the few places with a full independent track stadium here is Rushville Industry in our area. Bartlett finishes up his warm-up pitches. That's Jagger Bartlett, Jagger. He's a right-hander for Rushville Industry, and he'll look to do his best today against the PCS Braves. Braves lost on Friday in their last contest to Quincy Catholic. The Crusaders got the best of the Braves in a 5-3 win. And even though the PCS pitchers only gave up 4 hits, several errors in that contest, and hit batsmen and walks allowed the Crusaders to come away with the victory. Hollingsworth fires down his warm-up throw from the catcher position down to second base, and leading off from the right side is Luke Sachs for PCS. Sachs is finding himself in the leadoff spot for the first time on the season. He's searching for his first base hit of the year, as he has put the ball in play several times in the first 2 games, but still trying to elude those fielders. The fielders do play even with the bases here. It's to start the day for Rushville Industry. Glad you're with us on Central Illinois Sports. Bartlett, the pitcher, gets a sign he likes from the catcher Hollingsworth, and the first pitch of the day is swung on. It's a line drive out to left field. Left fielder will give chase. He will not come up with it, and that is a base hit for Sachs. So Sachs' first pitch swinging. He's aboard, and that will bring to the plate Lane Foster. So Sachs wastes no time to get that first hit of the season, I should say. A single out to left field as Gossage did a good job to keep the ball in front, and that brings Foster to the plate. Foster, the best average on the team for the Braves at this point. Good speed as well, as does Sachs over at first. The first from Bartlett is a bunt out in front of the plate. The pitcher will come in. It'll be a close play at first, and safe with an infield single is Foster. Now the ball gets away, and the runners will both move up. Here comes Sachs. He's going to try to score all the way from first, and he will cross the plate, as it's a bunt single for Foster, and then he motors all the way around the bases to third as the throw got away from the first baseman, and the Braves are on top by the score of 1-0. So it's a bunt single right out in front of the plate for Foster. Then Sachs comes all the way around to score on a throw here by the catcher, actually, and that brings to the plate Bobby Harris. Harris from the right side takes the first pitch for a ball. So the Braves score a run on the error. The runner at third, nobody out. And a 1-0 count on Bobby Harris, the catcher. The pitch, high and tight, and it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, the count on Harris, the 7th grader. Bats from the right side. He'll do the catching duties today for the Braves. With a runner at third and nobody out, this pitch is way outside, and the count now 3-0 on Bob Harris. Thank you, John. Wish you were here sometimes to do some of those things. Now Bobby Harris swinging 3-0. Hits a line drive base hit into left, and he'll be aboard with a single. So it was a 3-0 count. I'm assuming Jared Hines had him taking, but Harris, a la Fernando Tatis Jr., says, what the take sign on 3-0? How about a single to left for an RBI? 2-0 Braves now here in the top of the first, and that will bring to the plate the right fielder, Keaton Hittner. Nice job by Jagger Bartlett to keep throwing strikes. The Braves have just hit him well. Now Hittner out in front of a breaking ball, and that's strike one. 0-1 the count. On the cleanup hitter for Pikeland Community School, Keaton Hittner. Runner at first is Harris, the catcher. Bartlett takes a glance at him, comes set from the stretch. The runner's going. The pitch is in the dirt, and Harris will steal second with no throw. So a good jump by Harris. Runner in scoring position now for the Braves, already leading 2-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard, and looking to add more here in the top of the first. Harris takes his lead from second base. Bartlett's set, kicks and deals. This is a strike at the letters, and the count's 1-2. So Hittner behind in the count, trying to put the ball on the play to the right side, move Harris at least to third to make it a productive out or just a base hit. Now the pitcher will step off as time was called at the plate. Hittner steps back in from the right side. Harris takes his lead from second base. Holding at second is the second baseman, Josh Little. Bartlett's set, kicks and fires the 1-2 pitch, fouled straight back by Hittner as the runner Harris had taken off toward third base. Maybe a little 1-2 hit and run, possibly. Unconventional, if true. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Keaton Hittner, big, strong young man from the right side. Could really put a charge in one. Let's see if he gets a fastball or Bartlett mixes it up here. The pitch swung on. It's a high pop-up, out of play, foul. And the count remains even at 1-2. That pitch was up a little bit, but it must have been an off-speed pitch because Hittner nearly got around on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Nobody out as Harris stands as the runner at second base for the Braves. Jagger Bartlett, the pitcher, takes a peek at the runner at second and delivers. Swung on, popped up in the infield. Harris was running. He's got to hustle back. It's a pop-up to the pitcher. Bartlett and the first baseman collide. The ball pops out as they hit one another and hit the ground. It will be an error as everyone is safe. So a pop-out, or what would have been a pop-out, I should say. Bartlett had it, and then he and Freitag, the first baseman, collided. And as he went to the ground, and Bartlett, being the he in this instance, the ball came out of the glove. So it's an E1. Everybody looks to be okay, and that will bring to the plate Clayton Reinhardt, today's pitcher. It's a hot afternoon. Reinhardt's in from the left side for the Braves. And the reason we mentioned the heat, how longer you are out there on the defensive side, the hotter it feels like it is. Runners being held at both bases now. The first pitch to Reinhardt is swung on, a hard ground ball chopped toward the shortstop. He gets a glove on it. Kessler throws across the diamond in time as the play goes 6-3 for the first out of the inning. So Kessler throws to Freitag to retire Reinhardt. That puts runners at second and third with one out. And to the plate comes Draven Peterbo, the third baseman. Peterbo had a good line drive hit in his last contest against Quincy Catholic. He bats with runners in scoring position at second and third and just one out. Bartlett set. The first pitch to Peterbo is dug out of the dirt by Hollingsworth. A good deep backstop here at Rushville Industry. So a ball past the catcher is usually going to mean the runner advances at least one base. Harris is the runner at third, Hittner at second. Bartlett, the pitcher, comes set and deals the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, chopped toward the third baseman, foul. And the count's even now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Draven Peterbo for PCS. Trash Queen scoreboard tells us it's 2-0 Braves in the top of the first. Bartlett's ready with the next one. Might have balked there as he never really came set, and the count's 2-1. The umpire, I do believe, is going to maybe mention that to him out there behind the mound. Bartlett again is set. Comes set this time, takes a breath at the belt and the pitch. Inside and high, and the count is 3-1 on Peterbo with Owen Shaw waiting on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count. The Braves trying to do to the Rockets what the Rockets did the last time of the first inning, put up a bunch of runs. The next, outside, ball 4, and the bases will be loaded for Owen Shaw. Shaw will be in from the right side. You don't find many who work harder than Owen Shaw at perfecting his craft at the plate. Takes a lot of swings. And those are for moments just like this. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the pitch from Bartlett. High, ball 1. Bartlett's up to 19 pitches already with just 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Shaw trying to put a bunch on the board here early. The next, fouled off to the screen on the right-hand side, and the count is 1-1. The right fielder is extremely deep, shallow in center, and about even in left. The infielders are in for a ground ball. They would be coming home. That allows the runners at first and second to get a little larger lead, but if you're at first, you can't wander out too far. Don't want to get doubled up there. The 1-1 pitch to Shaw. Swung on line drive. It is foul down the left field line. And it's 1-2. Shaw got a pitch to hit there. Was just a little bit out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They retrieve the baseball. Shaw digs back in. Back of the box on the right-hand side. Bartlett, the righty, is set and delivers. Outside, gets past the catcher. Here comes Harris. It's a late break, but he will score easily with the deep backstop, and the Braves now lead 3-0. So that was a wild pitch. The runners all move up. That puts runners at second and third now with just 1 away, and the count is 2-2 on Shaw. Shaw trying to make something happen with 2 strikes and 1 out here. The next, outside, and the count's full now, 3-2. Good at bat by Shaw. Noah Alger, the designated hitter, waits on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runners at second and third. Bartlett, the pitcher, comes set and delivers. In the dirt, ball 4. Shaw draws the walk. It gets past the catcher. Here comes Hittner, and he'll score easily on the wild pitch. So that ball scooted by. Hittner scores. Peterbo moves up to third. Runners at the corners, and Noah Alger comes to the plate. Alger has caught. He's played some right. Today he's the designated hitter, batting for the second baseman, Tim Hull. He's the 8th man to come to the plate here in the top of the first. The Braves leading 3-0. Bartlett now was in the windup. Does a good job to step off with the correct foot. As he realizes the bases are no longer loaded, he'll want to go from the stretch. Shaw at first, Peterbo at third. They both reached via the walk. Shaw takes off. Here's the first pitch to to Alger. It's a strike at the letters as he was taking all the way. Lets Shaw steal second, puts 2 men in scoring position. Alger from the right side with a back right pocket untucked. The pitch from Bartlett. The ball hits off the ground. It's a hard ground ball to the shortstop. He boots it. Here comes one run. Shaw going to take the turn at third. There will be a play at the plate, and he is out. Auger will move up to second, so the Braves being very aggressive on the play there. It was a hard ground ball. It was an error on the shortstop. Peterbo scores. Out is Shaw on the last play as it goes 6-2. Auger does move up to second on the throw. That makes the score 5-0. And with a runner at second and 2 away, the 9-hitter, Luke Archer, comes to the plate. Second lefty to bat for the Braves in the inning. The other was Reinhardt. Auger at second, and squaring to bunt is Auger. He takes it for ball one. Really not much reaction from the left side of things there from Archer. As he squared to bunt, the third baseman kind of stayed put. They're trying to draw him in, see if they can't get Auger to swipe third easily. But Freitag says, I've played this game before. No way. Now Bartlett is back to second as he steps off. Auger retreats to the bag. The count is 1-0 on Luke Archer. The leadoff hitter, Sachs, waiting on deck. Braves trying to bat all the way through here in the top of the first. Bartlett, the pitch. Swung on a miss. Stealing third is Auger. On a swing and a miss, and the count's 1-1. Auger took off as he had a pretty good read on the pitcher that time. He steals third, so a runner just 80 feet away for Luke Archer. Archer playing left today, batting in the number 9 spot. One of 3 lefties in the lineup as Sachs now batting from the left side on this season. This pitch is outside, and it's 2-1. Good hitters count here. Long first inning. Bartlett's up to, well, this pitch will be his 30th pitch of the inning. The next. High, 3-1. Three-one count on Luke Archer. Holds it down on the knob and sees this pitch. Strike on the inside corner, and the count's now full. So a full count on Archer. Bartlett trying to pitch out of this one and strand that runner at third. He's set, peeks at the runner at third, and delivers the 3-2 pitch. He nearly hit him. Scoots by the catcher, ball 4. Auger will trot into home, and that will make it 6-0. Archer now tries to go to second, and he is out. I'm not really sure. The Braves thought they might have caught the man sleeping there, but Archer will be out at second base as this play goes 2-6 for the third out of the inning. So the Braves score 6 in the top of the first inning. Rushville Industry comes to bat in the bottom of the first on Central Illinois Sports.
The team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate. Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the city of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The city of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season.
Headed to the bottom of the first inning, it's a 6-0 lead for the PCS Braves on the Trash Queen scoreboard. The Braves have done to the Rockets nearly what the Rockets did to them in the first inning when they played a week ago. We know how that game ended up, so if you're Rushville Industry, you don't give up just yet, and if you're PCS, you learn not to take the foot off of the gas too early here. For PCS, defensively, Owen Shaw plays first, Tim Hull at second. The third baseman is Peterbo, and Luke Sachs plays short. Luke Archer in left. The center fielders Lane Foster and Keaton Hittner is in right field. Bobby Harris is the catcher today, and the pitcher is the big left-hander, Clayton Reinhardt. Jordan McGinnis, Macon Kessler, and Bennett Freitag will be the first 3 batters of the inning for the Schuyler Industry Middle School Rockets. Boulders Universe, they've got daily lunch specials for you Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday, it's Fiesta Day. Tacos 3 for $5, quesadillas $5, loaded nachos $5. Buy one, get one wings and apps on Thursdays. It's craft beer pizza on Friday and Saturday, $12.50 for the 14-inch. 18-inch is just $16.50. Leagues are starting after Labor Day at Boulders Universe. Several openings for teams to join. Call 285-6913 for more information or to sign up today. Well, the Braves are finishing up their warm-ups here. And Reinhardt came in relief when these two teams played and did very, very well. He'll get his first start of the season here today. And the first batter he'll face is Jordan McGinnis, the speedy center fielder. McGinnis with tremendous speed. And he's always a threat to bunt, I would say. Here's the first pitch from Reinhardt. It's swung on a miss on the heater, and he gets ahead in the count, 0-1. The first baseman, Shaw, plays about a step behind the bag. They're in up the middle, and in front of the bag by about 3 feet is Peterbow. The next pitch, swung on a miss again by McGinnis, and quickly ahead is Reinhardt, 0-2. Reinhardt will mix it up with a changeup and a curve every once in a while, but man, he likes that fastball. The 0-2 pitch outside, and the count's 1-2. Might have worked a little quick that time, and he likes to get it and go, though. They put the rubber on the front of the high school mound, so it's still in play just behind him, and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on it, a soft liner to the second baseman Hull, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. So a line out to the second baseman is the first out, and that brings to the plate Macon Kessler. Kessler, an all-around good athlete. He'll bat from the right side, was the starting pitcher for Rushville Industry the last time. Today he finds himself at shortstop. He bats ahead of Bennett Freitag, who had a whale of a day when these two teams met a week ago. And the first pitch from Reinhardt is swung on. It's a ground ball to the third baseman, Peterbow. He fields and throws across the diamond. The play goes 5-3 for the second out of the inning. So a ball in play there on the first pitch. It goes 5-3 as Peterbow scooped it up. And coming to the plate now, Bennett Freitag. Freitag had the hardest hit balls of the day when these two teams met. I mean, just mashed the ball a couple of times, and if he does that here with a little deeper fence, he could run for a while. The first from Reinhardt is swung on a miss on the fastball, 1-1. No balls and a strike to Bennett Freitag, the big right-hander. Caught the other day. He's playing third today. The next in the dirt, scooped out of there by Harris, and it's 1-1. The Braves have played the split squad game, as we told you, and Harris finding himself on this part of the split for the first time on the season. The next, a high fly ball out to right field. The right fielder hitting there is giving chase. It's over his head. Bennett Freitag takes the round at first. He has turned his ankle. He will trot into second base. It would have been a triple, I would say, but instead he kind of rolled the ankle rounding first. He looks to be okay, but he's in there with a stand-up double. That was a shot by Freitag on the double. Had he not tripped up there at first, it would have been a triple easily, and now he is going to get looked at by his coach, Tyler Kraumas. Man, he's now come up a little lame. It looked like he was maybe okay, but then when he put some weight on that ankle, he's trying to stretch it out. Reed Freitag will dig in here, the first baseman, his brother. They are twins. Bennett a little taller. Reed a little more fleet of foot. Bennett Freitag is okay, it looks like. Glad to see that. Man, he smoked that ball. Whew. It was a shot. He's in scoring position for Reed Freitag now to face Reinhardt. 6-0 Braves here in the bottom of the first on the Trash Queen scoreboard. And the first from Reinhardt to Reed Freitag is in the dirt. Harris tried to backhand it, scoots away. It's a wild pitch, and the runner moves up to third. That's a ball that Bobby Harris just needs to drop and block with his chest. And, man, if you've ever watched this kid talk about hard workers, he's one of them. He's done a lot of those drills of a drop and block, drop and block, drop and block. And that's what he's got to do right there. It's just let that muscle memory kick in. 1-0 the count on Reed Freitag. The next from Reinhardt. right down the middle, and it's 1-1. Bennett free tag is at third. Reed free tag at the plate. 2 outs in a 6-0 game. Top of the first inning. Reinhardt's from the stretch. The next to Reed free tag. In the dirt, this time picked by Harris. And it's 2-1. Again, the deep backstop. So if you're a catcher, you don't want to let the ball get by you, as runners will move up pretty easily. Even runners like me. The next from Reinhardt. Swung on, it's a high fly ball out to center field. Lane Foster drifts back, makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So Reinhardt will strand the runner at third base on the fly ball out to center field and does not surrender a run in the inning. 1 inning in the books. It's the Pikeland PCS Braves 6, the Schuyler Industry Middle School Rockets nothing. Second inning action on Central Illinois Sports after this.
State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports. I want to remind you about your local Save-A-Lot store in Pittsfield, here to serve you with high-quality grocery items for the entire family. Join them for their Back the Blue event on Saturday, September 5th. Show your support for local law enforcement. They've got T-shirts on sale right now to support that event. They'll be for sale that day as well, just $20. Check them out. They'll also have Old South Barbecue on hand that day. It'll be a great day to raise money for local law enforcement to support the folks who work hard to protect you and I each and every day. It's the Back the Blue event at Save-A-Lot in Pittsfield on September 5th. Well, the Pikeland Braves, they plated 6 runs there in the top of the first and batted through the lineup, so they'll have Sachs, Foster, and let's see who's batting in that 3-hole today. Harris, Bobby Harris will be the batters for the Braves. Harris had a single in his only at-bat so far, 1 for 1 on the day. It was a 3-0 count. He'd gotten the take sign, so possibly missed a sign, but, you know, here's the thing. If you hit the ball like Harris did, if you hit the ball like Fernando Tatis Jr. did in a grand slam on a 3-0 count, tell you what, if you got a young man that's going to hit the ball, connect like that, I don't care what the count is. You get one in there, swing the bat, young man. That's what Harris did. Now, you never want to purposely miss a sign. I don't think that's what happened there. He just said, Coach, it was a fastball. It was down the middle, and I've been taught that's my pitch to hit. Sachs will lead things off here in the top of the second. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a line drive single out to left. He'll face Jagger Bartlett, who's working in his second inning here for the Rockets. The right-hander kicks and deals. The first pitch is the chopper towards the second baseman. Little stays down. He will make the throw to first as the play goes 4-3 for the first out of the inning. Sachs wasted no time there. He's seen 2 pitches on the day. He has a hit and a ground out now, and that will bring to the plate Lane Foster. Foster had a bunt single in the first inning. Made it all the way around to third as the ball got past the first baseman on the throw. He can really motor. And he sees this pitch, and he swings and misses at a breaking ball in the dirt, 0-1. 0-1 the count. Ball gets past the catcher. Usually the on-deck batter will chase that down. But this time instead it was Rushville Industry Rocket Tyler Crum, their head coach, who went and got the baseball for Hollinsworth. The 0-1 count to Foster is a little bit high, and it's 1-1. Foster came into the day through the first 2 games, batting over 500 on the season, a kid that can really put the bat on the ball. And when he puts the ball on the ground, man, there's a pretty good chance he is safe unless he hits it right at somebody. The next, again, it gets a breaking ball and swings and misses. He's pulling the head that time, and it's 1-2. Now he's got to change that approach a little bit, and if you are Jagger Bartlett, you're saying, man, I think that curveball might be my friend again right here. Sachs was retired on the ground out. Foster's behind 1-2 in the count on the pitch. hit him in the backside. So that'll put him at first base, where he's a danger to run and bring to the plate the 3-hitter, the catcher, Bobby Harris. Harris 1 for 1 on the afternoon with a line drive out to left field. He will step in from the right side for PCS with a runner at first and 1 away. Bob's the only 7th grader in the lineup. Here's a check on the runner over at first, and Foster, he's back in standing up. I'd tell you, though, Harris isn't one of those kids that really gets rattled easily. Here's another throw as Foster had a big lead, but again, he's back in standing up. Foster's one of those kids that I don't know that if you told the catcher he was stealing, you could still get him. There he goes. This pitch is inside and low, and Foster steals second without a throw. I mean, he gets a good jump, and he can really move. Runner at second now and 1 out. Harris back in from the right side. It'll be a 1-0 count from Jagger Bartlett to Bobby Harris. The pitch. Strike called, and it's 1-1. Harris sports the batting gloves on both hands. Has the pants pulled down to the top of the shoe tops. And back to second base goes Foster as the pitcher Bartlett steps off to keep him close. I think Foster'd like to steal third here. You give him a chance. Not much of a lead out there now as the second baseman's right at the bag. The next from Bartlett. High, 2-1. It's another thing a guy with speed like Foster can do is distract the pitcher. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a fly ball out to shallow center field. The center fielder will settle under it. He will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Harris puts the bat on the ball, but flies out to center for the second out as McGinnis came to get that one, and that will bring to the plate Keaton Hittner. Hittner on the day is 0 for 1. He reached base on a pop fly error to the pitcher as the first baseman, and he collided, and the ball came bouncing out. Hittner will dig in from the right side with a runner at second base and 2 away. The first from Bartlett. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Hittner way out in front of the ball right now. Got to stay back and put the barrel on the ball here. Here's a step off and a look at second base. Foster again in safely as Bartlett trying to keep him close. You don't want him to get a big jump and score on a base hit here. Hittner digs in. He is ready. So is Jagger Bartlett. Here comes the next. It's a line drive base hit into left field. Left fielder going to go over to it. He will keep the ball in front. Rounding third and scoring will be Lane Foster. Hittner with the RBI single, and it's 7-0 Braves. Nearly hit that ball off the ground, did Hittner. Picks up the RBI, makes it 7-0, and brings to the plate the pitcher, Clayton Reinhardt. Reinhardt is 0 for 1 on the day with the ground out to the shortstop. Moved the runners up in that at bat, though. He comes to the plate with a runner aboard at first and 2 away. 7-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard for the Braves. There goes the runner, and the first pitch is on the outside corner. Here's the throw to second, and in safely is Hittner with the stolen base. So the Braves running wild on the bases right now, and puts a man in scoring position for Clayton Reinhardt. Bartlett going to deliver pitch number 45 of the day right here. And it's a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Here comes Hittner. He'll round third base. The throw from the center fielder. It's going to be close. He is in safe ahead of the throw. Reinhardt moves up to second. And it's an RBI single for Clayton Reinhardt to make it an 8-0 lead for the Braves. So he moved up to second on the throw, did Reinhardt. Hittner scored on the play. Reinhardt moves up on the throw. 8-0 Braves. Connor Sweeting will be the courtesy runner for the pitcher Reinhardt out at second base, and it brings to the plate the third baseman Draven Peterbo. Peterbo on the day walked in his only at bat. And he sees the first pitch and takes a pitch on the outside corner, called for strike 1. 2 away in the top of the second inning. And it is an 8-0 lead for PCS. The next from Jagger Bartlett. Swung on, a ball chopped toward the third baseman. He will field and throw across the diamond, and it's away from the first baseman, too high. Peterbo will move up to second. Here comes Sweeting around to the plate and scores. So what looked to be a routine play pulls out a high throw from Freitag over the head of his brother Reed Freitag from Bennett. It's an error. Scoring is Sweeting on the play. Peterbo moves up to second, and it's 9-0, and Owen Shaw will bat for the second time on the day. Shaw walked in his only at bat. He steps in with the runner at second and 2 away. The first pitch from Bartlett swung on, high fly ball out of play down the left field side. As again, he was out in front. Just needs to wait on that one, and he did a double. Peterbo back to the bag. Now he takes his lead at second. 2 away. Off on the crack of the bat would be Peterbo. Shaw sees this 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed as he got the changeup that time. And the count is 0-2. So now Bartlett way ahead, can throw basically anything he wants here on this 0-2 count. He's just trying to get out of this inning. This is pitch number 50 coming up here. The next. High, and it's 1-2. Tried to get him to chase, and Shaw would not offer. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Set from the stretch is Jagger Bartlett. Digs in the glove, brings the pitch home. Swung on a miss as he gets Shaw on the strikeout, but the Braves played a couple of more. They lead 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning as you watch junior high baseball action on Central Illinois Sports.
Western Illinois Fellowship of Christian Athletes invites you to join us in our 30 for 30 campaign to help support the area Fellowship of Christian Athletes huddles. That would include you donating $30 per month for 30 people in our area. You can contact me at 217-473-5151 or Jack Cyhull, JackCyhull, at yahoo.com to find out more about Western Illinois FCA and how you can become a part of this great ministry.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
Bottom of the second inning now, and it is a 9-0 lead for the PCS Braves on top of the Schuyler Industry Middle School Rockets here from Rushville Junior Senior High. In the inning for Rushville Industry, they'll have their 5, 6, and 7 hitters. And Hunter Gossage, Bradley Hollingsworth, and Jason Klitz. Josh Little would bat if anybody gets on base. Reinhardt finishes up his warm-ups. A throw down to second, and here comes Gossage. Gossage showed in the game they played a week ago, this young man can really swing the stick. He leads off things here in the bottom of the second inning in a 9-0 lead for PCS. And the first from the left-hander, Clayton Reinhardt, is inside and low for ball 1. Reinhardt in the day, that was his 13th pitch. He's thrown 8 of those for strikes. He's set from the stretch position with nobody on and brings this one high for ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, the count on Hunter Gossage, the left fielder. He's in from the right side, chokes up just slightly on the bat, an open stance, and the 2-0 pitch from Reinhardt. Swung on a miss. On the fastball, and it's 2-1. Reinhardt's got swing and miss stuff, especially from that left side. Can kind of mess with batters a bit. This one is a ground ball, hot shot toward the second baseman hole. Takes a no hop, the throw in from the right fielder, and they still get him at first. So that play goes 9-3 as it took a sharp hop off of the grass infield and all the way out to Hittner's glove, and he throws the runner out at first. 9-3. Don't see that much. That'll bring to the plate Hollingsworth, the catcher. Bradley is in for the first time today and takes the first pitch for strike one. Set from the stretch again is Reinhardt as he's ahead, and the next is outside and high, and it's 1-1. A ball and a strike on Bradley Hollingsworth. Holds the bat high near his right ear and sees this 1-1 pitch. Swung on a miss, and it's 1-2. Just past the 5 o'clock hour on Central Illinois Sports. Junior high baseball action from Rushville, the Pikeland Community School Braves, and the Schuyler Industry Middle School Rockets. This pitch from Reinhardt is low and in, and the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Reinhardt's worked ahead in the count most of the day so far in the inning in the third. This one is a swing and a miss, and he struck him out for the second out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate the designated hitter Jason Klitz. He bats for the right fielder Wyatt Fuquay. Klitz, sporting the long hair that comes out from under the helmet like a lot of these guys are right now. It's kind of the in look. The first pitch from Reinhardt is outside for ball 1. Reinhardt, Peterbow, Hittner, Shaw all know what that flow is like, I guess that's what they call it. Here's a line drive out toward left field. The left fielder gives chase. It's over his head and into the left field corner. The runner will take the turn at second base and stay put there for a 2-out double. So Klitz with the double on the line drive over the head of the left fielder Archer. He's at second, and Little will come to the plate. This is Josh Little, the second baseman. He's trying to get the Rockets on the board for the first time on the day. With a runner at second and 2 away, the first. Swung on a miss by Little. A high, hard one from Reinhardt. That's a hard one to catch up to if you are Little. Reinhardt set from the stretch. The next. Swung on a miss again on the fastball. Just blew it by him, and he's ahead 0-2. Reinhardt here, you probably don't want to mess around. Just come right back with the fastball. Let's see. He set a quick peek at the runner at second. Kicks and deals. Inside, good scoop by Harris. Kept it in front in the count 1-2. Good little soft hand with a left hand mitt that time by Harris, the catcher. 1-2 the count on Josh Little. Wears a single batting glove on the right hand. And sees the pitch. Swung on. It is a swing and a miss. The ball gets past the catcher to the screen, and Little is going to beat it out at first. So it's a drop third strike on a pass ball that time that hit off of the glove of Harris. And it'll put runners at the corners, 2 away, and bring to the plate the number 9 hitter, the pitcher, Jagger Bartlett. So the Rockets trying to plate their first run of the day with the runners at the corners now. And 2 outs. Reinhardt takes a peek at the runner at first and delivers the first pitch. Swung on a miss for Bartlett. So Reinhardt has 2 strikeouts in the inning. But just one of those outs ended up being a complete out, as was their drop third. The next swung on a miss. The throw down to second will be cut off by the second baseman. So the runner will steal second and put runners at second and third now. The count is 0-2 on Bartlett. Trying to help out his own cause. He's the pitcher of record right now for the Rockets. Trying to pick up a big 2 RBI, 2-out hit here. He's behind in the count 0-2, and Clayton Reinhardt brings the next to the plate. Swung on a miss, struck him out, and the threat is averted there. So after 2 innings of baseball action, it's the Pikeland Braves 9, the Rushville Industry Rockets nothing. As you watch junior high baseball action on Central Illinois Sports.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
It is not only going to get you there, but take you further. When you choose FS, you can be confident you are maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Well, we head to the top of the third inning. Jagger Bartlett heads back out to the mound for the Rockets of Rushville Industry, and he will face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for PCS, Alger, Archer, and Sachs. Here in the top of the third, a 9-0 lead on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen offering affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters to Pike, Scott, Morgan, and the surrounding area. Call to learn more. Trash Queen, 217-320-4320. That's 320-4320 for Trash Queen. Their business is picking up. 9-0 the advantage for the Braves. Again, the last time these two teams met up, it was a similar score at this juncture in the game, just the opposite direction, as Rushville had the lead and PCS came back and won. So you're never out of it until the final out is recorded. That's a funny thing about baseball. You've seen big leads evaporate with pitchers sometimes can't find the zone. Infielders, outfielders sometimes make errors. And sometimes the hitters just really earn their keep on the day. Noah Auger will lead things off. He reached on an error by the shortstop and his only at bat on the day. He bats from the right side, and Auger has purposely untucked the right pocket of his pants. I'm not sure if that's a good luck thing for Auger or not. We'll see if it's good luck here, if he can reach base for the second time on the day. Never heard of a baseball player having a superstition, have you? No, never. The first to Auger is a fastball, swung on a miss for strike one. So he was out in front of that one. No balls, one strike the count. Auger, Archer, Sachs in the inning here for the Braves. The next from Jagger Bartlett. Swung on, it's a ground ball back up the middle. Base hit single for Auger. So he singles up the middle on an 0-1 pitch. He's aboard for the second time today, as Bartlett hop, skipped, and jumped over that ball as it came toward the feet. And that brings to the plate Luke Archer in a good bunting situation, I would think, right here for the Braves. See what happens here. Bartlett again was on the mound from the windup. Now he'll take the rubber from the stretch. He's just trying to work through some things out there. Auger is the runner at first. He takes his lead and takes off. His first pitch is way outside, and Auger will steal second easily. So ball one, and off to second is Auger, 1-0. On the batter, Luke Archer. Archer was reached first on a walk and is only a bat on the day. He bats with a runner at second and nobody out here in the top of the third, and the pitch. Swung on, a hard ground ball to the second baseman Little. He gloves and fields. It'll move the runner over to third base on the play that goes 4-3. And there's one away. Got him off the handle that time was that ball, so it didn't have a lot of pop behind it. Does move the runner up to third and brings to the plate Luke Sachs. Sachs is 1 for 2, had a single in the first and a ground out to second in the second. Bats here in the top of the third, and if you're the Braves, you like the fact that your leadoff man's batting for the third time in the third. And he takes the first pitch for a ball, scoots past the catcher, doesn't get very far away. The play at the plate, and Auger is in safely. You'd like for him to slide in there possibly. He got hit with the throw back, actually. It wasn't very hard. He's okay. You'd still like maybe to see him get down there. Just for the principle of the matter. Makes it a 10-0 lead for the Braves on the Trash Queen scoreboard. And Sachs is at the plate with a 1-0 count. The next. Outside, and it's 2-0. Sachs at the plate. On deck is Lane Foster. They flip-flopped here today at the top of the lineup for Coach Jared Hines. The 2-0 pitch. Low. Good scoop by the catcher Hollingsworth, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, the count. Sachs, you would think, is taking all the way here. The pitch. Called for a strike, and it's 3-1. That's old school baseball. Always take 3-0. It's a changing, though. The 3-1. Strike 2 called as it catches the inside corner, and the count's now full. So Bartlett trying to fight all the way back in the count here. As he fell behind 3-0, now he's thrown consecutive strikes, and the count is full on Sachs. Plays shortstop today, bats from the left side. No batting gloves for him today, and the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Sachs is aboard for the second time today, and Lane Foster will come to the plate. Foster had a bunt single in the first and was hit by a pitch in the second. He's been on base both times. He scored both times, and that is kind of a given, it seems like, when Foster gets on base, that he's going to come around to score. Bartlett takes a peek at the runner at first. He'll step off and throw. Back in with the head first slide is Sachs at first base. Oh, the Braves have an opportunity to play a little small ball right here. Let's see what happens. As Sachs has really good speed, as does Foster. The third baseman Freitag knows that he's way in on the grass. Here's another throw over to first, and again back in safely is Sachs. Yet to throw a pitch to the batter Foster. The first one is outside for ball 1. The way off the bag was Sachs, but he's back in on a throw down to first base. 1-0 on Foster. Bartlett is set from the stretch. Brings it home. Swung on. It's a pop-up. It will come toward the fence here and get out of play. Foul. 1-1. Catcher Hollingsworth gave chase, but has ran out of room with the fence being the barrier that time. A ball and a strike on Lane Foster as he was swinging away there. Sachs takes the lead from first. Bartlett, the right-hander, set from the stretch. Kicks and deals. High. Still not going. It was Sachs that time. Let's see what they want to do here, possibly. 10-0 lead. Maybe not going to be quite as aggressive on the base pass as they normally would. The next, high again. Throw down to first is way over the head, and here goes Sachs. He's going to scoot up to second base on the air. Count is 3-1, and Sachs moves up to third on the high throw by Hollingsworth. So a runner at second base, 1 out. Lane Foster's the batter. He's ahead in the count, 3-1. Jagger Bartlett, the pitcher, takes a look at second base and delivers a 3-1 pitch. In the inside corner, it's a shot towards the third baseman. He fields and throws across the diamond. The first baseman unable to catch it. That'll be an error. Sachs will move up to third. Foster will trot into second, and the Braves have runners at second and third. That's kind of what the speed can do for you, is make the fielders really hustle things around. That's what happened that time. Freitag just got in a little bit of a hurry, made a little bit of a wide throw, and I think Reed Freitag at first might have stretched just a little too early, so they just weren't on the same page that time. It's an error. Allows Foster to reach, who moves up to second. Sachs is at third, and Bobby Harris comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a fly out to center. It is a 10-0 lead for the PCS Braves here. It's the top of the third inning on the Trash Queen scoreboard. For all of your trash pickup needs, Trash Queen. Check them out on Facebook. Call 320-4320 for Trash Queen. Out to the mound is Rocket coach Tyler Crum. This mound visit brought to you by Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine is your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call 285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Jagger Bartlett's going to stay in the game. He's pitched 2 1/3 innings, has thrown 66 pitches. Has runners at second and third base with 1 out and faces Bobby Harris for the third time on the day. The first from Bartlett. Swung on, popped up, foul out of play. 0-1. Hittner waits on deck for the Braves. The Braves will be in action tomorrow with the other squad of the split squads. They'll play Liberty. Then on Thursday, that same team will go to Carrollton St. John's. And then Saturday, PCS, this squad will play a doubleheader against Quincy Junior High. The next to Harris. Swung on. It's a pop-up. The shortstop goes back. It's going to be a bloop single into left. Here comes Sachs. Foster going to take the turn as well, right behind him, and he'll motor in on a 2 RBI single by Bobby Harris. So a ball that just sneaks over the glove of the shortstop, but plates 2 runs, and 2 more runs here for the Braves, makes it 12-0. Connor Sweeting will run as the courtesy runner at first base for the catcher Bobby Harris. With 1 out, and coming to the plate is Keaton Hittner. Hittner's 1 for 2 on the day. He reached on an error in the first, singled on a line drive to the left fielder in the second, bats here in the third in a 12-0 game. The first from Bartlett is a ball down the third base line. It's fair, and that'll be a single. Down the third base line, the third baseman Freitag appears to have twisted his ankle as he was going after that ball, and he is down and in some pain, it appears. So it is a ground ball single for Hittner that ends up getting to the left fielder. It'll put runners at first and second. Freitag is down and in some distress. We saw him twist that ankle when he was running the bases earlier, and he now is going to be helped off the field, and you wonder if that is, an ankle that just wasn't quite right, and then he twisted it again possibly, and he's going to come out of the game here. So the Rockets will do some shuffling around on the defensive side. We'll step aside here. We're in the top of the third. It's a 12-0 lead for the PCS Braves on top of the Rushville Industry Rockets and junior high baseball action on Central Illinois Sports.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Well, Freitag comes out of the game. Kessler, who is playing the catcher position, he moves back to short now. It looks like doing the catching now is Jackson Spencer. And we're yet to see who's coming in at third. It looks like Hollingsworth will then go and play third. So you hope Bennett Freitag is okay. Looks like a rolled ankle possibly. Runners are at first and second base. There is just 1 out, I should say, and the batter is Clayton Reinhardt. Reinhardt, the pitcher on the day for the Braves so far, has done well there, and he's 1 for 2 with a single up the middle in his last at bat. Bats with the runners at first and second base. Jagger is going to have, Bartlett, I should say, has the first one, and it's popped out to the shortstop. Kessler goes back and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Jagger Bartlett, the pitcher still. So Reinhardt pops out to the shortstop. And with 2 away now, it'll be Draven Peterbow. Peterbow's 0 for 1 on the day, has walked and also reached on an error by the third baseman. He bats with runners at first and second. Sweeting's at second as the courtesy runner for the catcher Harris. Hittner is at first, and the first to Draven Peterbow is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. 0-1. Jagger Bartlett has thrown 71 pitches now and brings the 72nd to the plate. And it's again a changeup, 0-2. On the swing and a miss by Peterbow. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 men on. In the top of the third in a 12-0 game. The 0-2 pitch from Bartlett outside. Sweeting takes off, steals third, and Hittner follows at second. So that'll put runners at second and third. And Peterbilt looking to drive at a pair here now. 1-2 the count. The pitch from Bartlett. Low, good stop by Spencer, the catcher, fresh into the game back there. Keeps the ball in front, and the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count, 2 on, 2 outs. Bartlett, the pitcher, checks the runner at third and delivers this pitch to Peterbilt. Inside, and it's full now, 3-2. That didn't miss by much. 3-2 count on Draven Peterbilt, the third baseman. The pitch from Bartlett. Swung on, foul. There's a little check swing. Fouls it off to the right side. And the count remains full at 3-2. Darren Craven, the first base coach, will chase it down and fire a strike back to the pitcher. Maybe not quite as much of a firing as it was at one time out of the right shoulder of Coach Craven. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on. It's a pop-up. It's going to get down in right field for a 2-out single. Here comes Sweeting. In from second is Hittner. It's a 2 RBI single for Draven Peterbilt, and it makes it 14-0. So Peterbilt did a nice job. Just didn't try to do too much with that pitch. And popped it where somebody wasn't. Gets 2 RBIs, and it makes it 14-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. And the batter will be Owen Shaw. Shaw steps in for the third time of the day, and he hits a fly ball out toward the third baseman Kessler. He'll backpedal and make the catch for the third out of the inning. So Shaw is retired. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a pop out this time to the third baseman. But the Braves do some more scoring. They lead 14-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning from Rushville on Central Illinois Sports.
You can plan for most things in your life, but being sick isn't one of them. That's why Illini Express has expanded hours so your family can get the care you require. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Illini Express can see patients 18 months and older, no appointment necessary. When you can't wait to feel better, Illini Express is here for you. Located on the square in Pittsfield. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
CASCOM offers fiber optic services to your business needs with a local 24/7 support. Whether you are a small or large-sized business, CASCOM has the correct level of broadband and services you need to help grow and be successful. There will be no time for downtime when you are trying to be reliable for your business. Upgrade business needs today and call CASCOM at 1-800-252-1799.
The Braves will do some substituting. They'll bring Dax Nutter into the game. He'll play first base. He replaces Clayton Reinhardt at the 5 spot, and to the mound will go Owen Shaw. So Reinhardt with a good solid 2 innings through 30 pitches, 20 strikes, 10 balls, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts for his couple innings of work. And Shaw will find himself on the mound to face the top of the lineup in McGinnis, Kessler, and Spencer for this squad from Rushville Industry. Jackson Spencer came in for the injured Bennett Freitag. Playing catcher now is Spencer. And he'll bat third in this inning for his first at bat of the day. McGinnis will lead things off. He lined out to the second baseman in his only at bat so far. He'll face Shaw for the first time on the day in a 14-0 game on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen 320-4320. Our proud scoreboard sponsor. McGinnis in from the right side. So Nutter's at first, Hull at second. The shortstop is Sachs, and Peterbilt is still at third. Left to right in the outfield, Archer, Foster, and looks like Sweeting's also checked in out there. So Sweeting came in for Hittner. That's Connor Sweeting. He'll bat fourth in the lineup, and the first pitch is a strike called to Jordan McGinnis from Owen Shaw, the right-handed pitcher for the Braves. Shaw with the next. Swung on. The ground ball chopped foul. Out in front of it that time was McGinnis, and it's 0-2. Shaw started against Quincy Catholic on Friday. Did pretty well, but had a little trouble with command and hit, I think, 4 batters on the day. So he's looking to find the zone a little bit. Pitch to contact here. He's ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes, and brings this pitch to the plate. It's a breaking ball way inside and high, and it's 1-2. He looks over to the first base coaching area. Darren Craven says that's a pitch you just have to stay on top of a little bit more. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. A tough one for McGinnis, and he strikes out. So that will bring to the plate Macon Kessler. Kessler on the day is 0 for 1 at the ground out to third on a hot shot there. He'll bat from the left side this time. Last time batted from the right, I do believe. And the first pitch is a ground ball to the second baseman, Hull. It pops up on him. He keeps it in front, throws to first in time for the second out of the inning. So chested that one up off the old grass. And 2 up, 2 down, and the batter will be Spencer. This is Jackson Spencer. Bats for the first time on the day. Came in for the injury when Bennett Freitag went out. He bats with nobody on and 2 outs. And the first pitch from Shaw is swung on a miss for strike 1. Shaw looking good here in his second outing of the season. He's ahead in the count 0-1. Sun shining overhead here at Rushville. The pitch low, picked by Harris, and the count even at 1-1. A ball and a strike on Spencer from the right side. Stands toward the back of the batter's box and sees this pitch. Inside and high, and it's 2-1. Breeze picks up a little bit, blowing out toward left center field. The 2-1 pitch, low, and it's 3-1 now on the batter, Jackson Spencer, with Reed Freitag waiting on deck for the Rockets of Schuyler Industry Middle School. The next from Shaw, swung on a miss on a pass ball, and the count now full, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with nobody on base here in the bottom of the third inning, and a 14-0 lead for the PCS Braves. The pitch from Owen Shaw hit him. So hit by a pitch on the full strike delivery, puts Spencer aboard and brings to the plate Reed Freitag. Freitag flew out to the center fielder in his only at-bat. And we'll see a courtesy runner. Caden Jones will come in and run at first for Spencer. So Jones will be the runner with 2 outs. He's at first, and Reed Freitag in for the second time on the day. Shaw pitches from the stretch with the runner at first. Jones takes a healthy lead, and the first pitch swung on a slow chopper, fouled on the third base line. 0-1 the count. Jones the lead at first. It's about 3 or 4 steps off the bag. Shaw the peek over at him. The next. Outside gets past the catcher, Harris. The runner will move up to second on the wild pitch. And it's 1-1. One on the count. With 2 outs. Shaw from the stretch. The next. Strike 2. Looking this time, and it's 1-2 to Reed Freitag. Hunter Gossage would be next. Freitag can extend the inning. Trying to put the Rockets on the board for the first time of the day. The pitch. Breaking ball stays inside, and it's 2-2. Ducking out of the way that time was Freitag, and that one nearly came back into the zone from Shaw. 2 balls, 2 strikes, set from the high set position, kicks and deals. High and tied again, and it's full. So Shaw has gone to a full count on each of the last 2 batters. He hit the last batter, and Spencer trying to do it a little differently this time with the batter, Reed Freitag. He's ready. So is Freitag. Shaw now steps off and will make the runner retreat back to second as he had a pretty healthy lead. 14-0 game. Shaw, you don't have to worry a lot about that. The pitch. Popped out foul out of play. Right back to us. And it's still full. 3-2. Harris looks over to the dugout for the sign. He relays it to the pitcher, Shaw, who comes set from the stretch and delivers this 3-2 pitch. Swung on. It's a little floater toward the shortstop. Sacks. He'll glove it for the third out of the inning. So Shaw does put a runner on base with a hit by pitch, but it works out of it and leaves him stranded. 3 innings are in the books. It's the PCS Braves 14, the Schuyler Industry Middle School Rockets nothing.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Have confidence that what you are putting in your engine is not only going to get you there, but take you further. When you choose FS, you can be confident you are maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Well, the Rockets will have a pitching change. They will bring Wyatt Fuquay into the game as the pitcher, so that will eliminate the DH. So Fuquay will come in and bat in the, let's see, that'll be the number 7 spot. So Klitz then would have to come out of the game. Looks like Hollingsworth is the right fielder now for this squad. Spencer is back behind the plate. And it looks like at third base we have Bartlett, who was the pitcher. So it'll be Alger, Archer, and Sachs for the Pikeland Braves. They lead 14-0 here as we are in the top of the 4th inning from Rushville Industry. We remind you that Illini Express is here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointments necessary. Learn more about the services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. Noah Alger will lead things off. Alger is 1 for 2 on the day. He reached on an error on a hard hit ball toward the shortstop in his first at bat and singled up the middle in his last at bat, 1 for 2. He leads things off at the bottom, or about top of this 4th inning, in fact, for the PCS Braves, having it their way with a 14-0 lead, and the first pitch is outside from Fuquay, ball 1. Wyatt Fuquay started the day as the right fielder, was being DH'd for. Now he's in to try to throw some strikes and brings the next pitch, spikes it in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Set from the stretch, and the next from Fuquay. Strike on the inside corner. No, it hit Alger. It must have just nicked him on the inside. He kind of holds the wrist like it hurt a little more than I assumed it had, and he'll walk down to first. I didn't even see it hit him, but he really is in some pain as he's grabbing the arm. He says he's okay, and Luke Archer will come to the plate. Archer's 0 for 1 on the day. Has walked and has grounded out. And this first pitch is a ball, and moving up a second on the wild pitch is Alger. There was a strike, swung on a miss. Now this one's fouled back, and it's 0-2. So Archer swung and missed at the first one. I apologize. Head was down, trying to do too many things at once. He swung through the first 2 pitches, and the count is 0-2. The next high. Now it's 1-2. Alger is about halfway between second and third. Jared Hines looks at him, says, young man, it's 14-0. We'll just have you go base to base here, if you don't mind. The pitch from Fuquay on the way. Swung on. It's a ground ball to the first baseman. Freitag keeps it in front. He'll step on the bag to record the out. Auger will move up to third. So the play goes 3 unassisted, moves the runner to third base, and brings to the plate Luke Sachs. Sachs is 1 for 2. Has a single, a ground out, and a walk on the day. Bats with the runner at third and 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. 4th time at bat for the leadoff hitter in the 4th. And they have to tell Fuquay to slow down a little bit, let the batter get in the box. The umpire has the hand up. That means don't pitch yet. He gets the signal and brings the first one to Sachs outside for ball 1. Want to know the count? The next. It's a ground ball toward the shortstop. He will field, will allow the run to score, throw across the diamond. The play goes 6-3. It's an RBI on the ground out and makes it 15-0. Kessler to Freitag on the ground out there. Auger scores 15-0 and brings to the plate Lane Foster. Foster's 1 for 2. So a 15-0 lead for the Braves. The first by Foster has popped up in foul territory. Spencer gives chase, but the ball falls to the ground. Foul ball. 0-1. Foster not afraid to be aggressive on the first pitch. Oh, 0-1 the count on Lane Foster. Next on the way from Fuquay is a strike called, and it's 0-2. 0-2 the count. Fuquay trying to work out of this one quickly. Brings the 0-2 pitch to the plate. Swung on, fouled straight back as Foster was right on that one. Still 0-2. With Bob Harris on deck. Tyler Crum hustles into your screen and back out of it to receive that ball from the backstop. There's a pitch fouled out of play again. And Foster battling with an 0-2 count. No balls and 2 strikes to Lane Foster. The pitch low, blocked by the catcher. It'll be 1-2. Fuquay, the second pitcher of the day for the Rockets. Bartlett was the starter. The next high, and it's 2-2 now on Foster, as he's trying to work his way on base any way he can. In a 15-0 game, the pitch swung on a miss on a breaking ball. Ball bounces, throw down to first. They will record the out for the final out of the inning. It's the strikeout, and then it goes 2-3 on the putout. Headed to the bottom of the 4th, PCS Braves 15, Rushville Industry Rockets nothing.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dew Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dew Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dew Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Deer Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at deerwestergrain.com.
The team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 15-0 the lead for the PCS Braves on top of Rushville Industry. Dax Nutter will take the mound for the Braves as he and Shaw will switch spaces. Shaw moves to first, Nutter on the mound, and he throws his final warm-up toss to Harris. And he will face Gossage, Hollingsworth, and Klitz. Not Klitz, actually. That'll be Fuqua, who's come in to bat. So Gossage in for the second time today, 0-4-1, faces Nutter for the first time, and the first pitch from the right-hander, Dax Nutter, on its way home. It is a swung on and popped up, out of play down the left side. Strike one. Nutter does not throw extremely hard, but has very good command and a good breaking ball to go along with it. The 0-1 pitch. Strike two called on the changeup, and it's 0-2. He's working ahead of Gossage. Trying to make it an efficient inning is Dax Nutter, the third pitcher for the Braves on the day, and this one is a pop-up toward the second baseman. Second baseman Hull gives chase. Everybody kind of looks at it, and that ball drops right behind the pitcher. All four infielders were there, and nobody came up with it. So as that is, it is a pop-up single. Nobody touched it, so you can't give it an error as much as he'd like to. And that'll put a runner aboard and bring to the plate Bradley Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth is 0-for-1 on the day. He bats with a runner at first and nobody out. And the first from Nutter is swung on. It's a pop-up left side. Giving chase is Peterbow, the third baseman of foul territory, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So Hollingsworth pops out in foul territory. As Peterbow gave chase, and it'll bring to the plate Klitz, who somehow is he must be re-entering here, because the man who he was DHing for, I guess, is just the pitcher. That makes sense. Klitz is still the batter, and the first pitch is called strike. So he's still batting for the young man in Fuqua. He's just moved from right to the pitcher. The next is a line drive base hit in the left. And Klitz has his second hit of the day. He's 2 for 2, this time with a single. And puts runners at first and second with one out. A hard line drive out to left. And it will bring to the plate Josh Little. Little is 0 for 1 on the day. He reached on a drop third strike, but was stranded on the base paths. 15-0 Braves here in the bottom of the fourth. Nutter is the pitcher. Brings the first to the plate. It's a little pop-up on the infield. It drops in at second base. It'll be an out at second. They'll throw the turn to first, and in safely at first is Little. A ball not high enough to be called an infield fly. Sachs let it drop in front of him. Gossage is safe at third. Out at second is Klitz, and Little beat the throw on the turn, and to the plate will come Bartlett, who's 0 for 1. Runners at the corners. Bartlett struck out swinging in his only at-bat. Nutter is efficient right here. He's only thrown 7 pitches. Runners at first and second base, and 2 away. Big lead for the runner at first. And the first pitch from Nutter is swung on. A chopper fouled on the third base line. Nutter throw to first. He'd pick off that runner, I have a feeling. He's got a big lead in Little. Let's see what he does here. Nutter toes the rubber. Now the runner has no lead. And the pitch goes again. Harris will throw it right back to the pitcher and allow the runner to steal second with no throw. In the majors, they'd call that defensive indifference, I do believe. We'll call it a stolen base here. The count is 1-1 on the batter, Bartlett, Jagger Bartlett. The next, swung on, popped up toward the left side. The shortstop Sachs calls it off, and he makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So a pop out to the shortstop is the third out of the inning. And as it is in junior high baseball action, that's the game. 15 runs after 3, and this was after 4. So the Braves win this one 15-0. They move to 3-2 on the season. The win is obtained by the pitcher Reinhardt. Bartlett is the loser on the Rushville Industry side, and we'll have final stats and analysis coming your way after this.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the City of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The City of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports. What a difference a week can make, and it shows that throwing strikes is the name of the game, as Clayton Reinhardt started the day and really pitched well for the Braves. 2 innings, 2 hits, no walks, no runs, 3 strikeouts. Owen Shaw came in for an inning of relief, struck out 1, gave up no hits, and Daxton Nutter came in, gave up a pair of hits, but stranded those runners on the base pass. So the Braves pitchers combined for 4 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. As a team, the Braves had 9 hits, walked 4 times, and struck out twice. Luke Sachs was 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Lane Foster 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored. Bobby Harris was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs. Keaton Hittner was 2 for 3 on the day with 3 runs scored and an RBI. Clayton Reinhardt 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Draven Peterbow was 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs and a run scored, along with a walk. Owen Shaw 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Noah Alger 1 for 2 with an RBI and 3 runs scored on the day. And Luke Archer was 0 for 2 with a walk on the day. The lone hits of the day for the squad from Rushville Industry. Well, Klitz had 2 from the DH spot. He was 2 for 2. Gossage was 1 for 2. And Spencer was able to reach in his only at bat. Freetag was able to reach in his only at bat on the day with the double. Final of the contest, the PCS Braves over the Rushville Industry Rockets by a score of 15-0. Glad you joined us for junior high baseball action on Central Illinois Sports. We're back with you tomorrow from Willard Field in Pittsfield as Liberty and Pittsfield will go head-to-head. We'll see you then on Central Illinois Sports.